Even the trace physiological and neurological readings I'm able to pick up from you are unprecedented. You really are something.
Have any new books for me?
I do find that statue pleasing. I wonder if it matches the original vision of the artist, or if they changed the design as they worked on it.
You will be scanned as you enter the city.
Of course the United Colonies is paying close attention. Heaven forbid something escaped their notice. Say the word, and we shall be on our way. This is unreal. The view of the Citadel from this plaza was never so clear. So many buildings used to be in the way.
I'm trying to keep strong, but I fear I'm in. Maybe losing my mind.
Business has definitely improved since Household Kef rose to leadership.
Yes?
Hopefully the soldiers are all out on missions or patrols and not gone.
What do you want?
What?
Just need to get through another day.
The work never ends.
Cannot remember the last time I had a day off.
Great Serpent, please help me. I'm... Yeah,
The device looks ready. Let us hope it has not been built too hastily. We need this to work.
My part in this is finished for now. Seems like...
The Great Serpent will deliver us from this.
Gazra. It was once so beautiful.
Never in his worst nightmares could I imagine Jinan Barun saw a future like this.
May the Great Serpent guide you.
Now is not the time
The
for
rest
doubt.
of us.
Now is the time for devotion, for loyalty.
Not much time for
For the
anything but
Great
work
Serpent,
nowadays.
There used to be several temples like this. Now,
Will not be
look at this
afraid,
place.
be joyful.
travel together.
It is comforting to see that at least some places can maintain a degree of normalcy.
My job, and everyone I work with. That is encouraging to hear. Let's
How did we end up here?
Too much work is a good problem to have, right?
Mother has been busy lately, so I do not see her very often.
This device is rather in progress on the device is welcome. It is good to feel that we are making a difference. House Kadik seems to have remained largely unscathed.
I'll never forget the day of the accident. Such a display of power.
The zealots will think twice now before moving against us.
I wonder what your presence here means for the Ministry of Conjunction.
Okeem is lucky to be made dust. Death was too merciful a punishment. What Mujin did was bold. and in no way acceptable or condoned. Better than House Vithal. Hosmek and I share a common interest in the settled systems, which I hope will be reflected in his decisions as Speaker. My only concern is how forthright he'll be. House Dulkev has always had a way of hoarding information. Reverend.
If you require aid, head to Nirara at the Halls of Healing may be able
Were our sins really so great that we deserve it?
Everyone's here. The meeting can commence. What is first on the agenda?
We should discuss the displacement of the noble houses. I motion to make House Dulkev a priority. Sharing occupancy with the Halls of Healing is not ideal for us or the Heralds.
I'd remind the mediary that your house chose that location. This is a problem of your own making.
Be that as it may, House Vethal would like to offer House Dulkev priority here. We empathize with your loss of home, and will patiently wait for our turn. Regardless, the act is suspicious. whereas our house has demonstrated its commitment to service by staying at the keep.
Very well, Mediary. I accept your offering.
Then it will be done. If all have spoken their piece, let us move on to the next item. We should make clear our stance on the Serpent's Crusade. Speaker, the floor is yours.
Well, like Jared before us, we've decided not to resume hostilities against the outsiders. The focus will instead be on trade, reconstruction, the foundation of our city.
I take umbrage with this. Should we not take into account the Serpent's Crusade is Jinan's will, and by extension, the Great Serpent's?
The teachings of old are up for interpretation. It is the current speaker who serves as the Great Serpent's mouth.
Speaker, per your direction, we are focusing our efforts toward rebuilding the city. But we are keeping some forces in reserve.
Excellent. As for the crusade, have the wardens continue to provide reports on our progress and adjust our involvement accordingly.
Understood. If that concludes the matter, let us move to the next item on the agenda.
There is the question of the Zealots and their continued presence, both here and outside of Varun Kai.
It's time to take a stance on all who support Jandar's teachings. We must root them out from the inside before the poison spreads.
Are you implying, Mediary, that there are Zealot sympathizers among us?
I am not implying. I know this for a fact. Some have even said our noble houses may be aiding a few.
You speak blasphemy!
I speak the truth, and if such truth came to light, surely our speaker would not tolerate such treachery.
House Dolkev has never been a friend to the Zealots.
If I may, I'd argue this debate is a question of law. Where is the line drawn? Obviously, if the accused is found guilty, then they deserve the harshest of punishments. If there is any doubt, however...
Precisely. Either House Vithal should name the accused, or end this meaningless exercise in thought.
I apologize, Speaker. I meant no offense.
Then this matter is closed. Let us move to the next item on the agenda. Continuing on from a previous discussion, let us discuss the state of the refugee camp.
It's reassuring to see what we can accomplish when we collaborate.
As the House in charge of employment, what may I do for you? We are well aware of how we are perceived by people outside House Varun, what they might inflict upon us, given the chance. So, our survival has required a great deal of effort and planning. Grav jump coordinates are a closely guarded secret, known only to a few. And our agents have infiltrated every government of the settled systems. Data is carefully and quietly scrubbed from their maps. Those who manage to find their way here rarely leave. Were the circumstances different, you would have learned for yourself.
At a speed that is not acceptable. The conditions there are brutal. We must do what we can to ameliorate them.
With all due respect, Mediary,
Reverend, we must speak. The time has come to address the matter of Andreja.
Oh, are we finally willing to acknowledge this disaster?
What are you so upset about? He wasn't your cousin.
If only I could have a moment to explain.
Now familial relations matter. You had no love for Tomisar Jamal. None in House Kadik did.
That's not the point.
The much larger point is that Andreja exposed her identity. An explicit violation of her orders.
Yes, but...
And then killed her superior. We are aware.
There is no need for this blustering, Lovek. You are not performing for an audience.
Again, he was my cousin, not yours. Don't be ridiculous.
Surely, you both must know that House Faroon has many operatives in the settled systems. We were made aware of your actions. An inquest was made privately, and we have corroborated some of what you discovered.
Tomisar really was the worst.
While none here are denying the serious breaches of protocol that have taken place, neither can we deny your service to House Faroon. We would not be where we are without you. Is that not so, Lovek?
It is.
So, despite your grandstanding, we're still in agreement?
I suppose we are.
Then, this council has determined the matter resolved. No further action will be taken.
Andrasia will continue to serve in her current capacity, relaying information back to House Varun.
And rest assured that we will be keeping a close eye.
You are welcome. This is the last time we will speak of any of this.
Then train them. Don't sit on your hands and do nothing.
And how much time will that take? Not to mention there's no guarantee these people
I
are
hear
even
justice has been meted out against Ukaru's killer. On behalf of House Dulkev, thank you. Our first priority, not just now, but always, must be to the people of House Varun. We owe them stability. We need to rebuild, secure new supply lines. After that, we can take a longer view of the future. We must maintain the balance that Jinan Varun created. All must serve. House Varun depends on trade, internal and external, just like any civilization. The ministry facilitates and oversees that trade. Jinan Varun himself established the houses and charged us with this responsibility. We pride ourselves on a job well done. As of very recently, I am the elder. I am ultimately responsible for all of House Dulkev, and by association, the Ministry of Commerce. That would have been enough of a change, but to be named speaker, it is a great deal to adjust to. Perhaps the issue can be resolved by casting a wider net. Find additional areas of need where individuals can assist.
Eager to help, if I can. Oh, so demanding. Here, see what you think of this. It is always a pleasure.
So much has changed in so little time.
Will we be stopping for food? I would not mind trying something, and there are plenty of options. If nothing else, Constellation does have excellent lodging.
Other universes exist, full of people. An infinite number of hopes and dreams. I've thought about it, and as much as I would love to see the Unity the way Keeper Aquilus has experienced it, I'm not coming with you. I know I should be excited, but I can't stop thinking about the fact that the Keeper knew about the Unity but chose to keep it hidden. I think I need to look for my answers here, in this universe. And I can't leave my parents. I know they would understand, but they're not getting any younger. My dad pushing objects around with gravity powers? Now that would be something to see. Take care of yourself, okay? In the next universe. I'm gonna miss these chats of ours.
Tip your ear for a moment? It'll be a shame to pack up all the modifications to the Eye for finding the artifacts. But she's earned a break. Gilded our fortunes for sure. I'm just an old blade in the dark trying to make good. I'll be taking up the chair when everyone's gone in the Unity. Set Constellation's course for another new beginning. Not my first time at the helm for a crew, but going to take it slow. Don't know about that. Intend to keep teaching folks how to play the Troublemaker's game. No use being an explorer if you aren't a little dangerous. Well, tipped your ear long enough. I'll be smiling as you walk through Eternity's gate. Give the next universe something to talk about, yeah? Got one. I'd go into the astronomical charting data with you, but clear as day just to point you right to it.
Wow. So you're the extra-dimensional entity, right? Do you still, like, cry and stuff?
Listen, I know you didn't have to tell us everything about the artifacts. We won't let this knowledge go to waste. So I know we aren't keeping all the artifacts here anymore, but I think I can get some good readings from your ship. You have no idea how excited I am to analyze the data after you jump to the Unity. I'm gonna make some coffee. Pull an all-nighter. What? No. I do not do field work. Especially not the restructuring yourself at the molecular level kind. Or whatever the Unity actually does to make you starborn. Anyway, Vladimir and I have been talking, and we're both staying here. Someone has to keep Constellation going with so many people leaving. It'll be pretty quiet at first, but that's what Constellation has been doing forever, right? An old generation moves on, a new one moves in. I'll be okay, really. I'll have a lifetime's worth of research to share with the whole settled systems, when the time is right. That's the side of Constellation I fell in love with. Okay, I promised myself I wouldn't cry, and I'm sticking to that. So, goodbye. I'll miss you all.
There's nothing like an investment paying off. We've succeeded beyond my wildest dreams. Everyone should feel proud. Oh no. This moment isn't about my corporate holdings, no. Being part of Constellation was just for me. Although there's always opportunities, I'm not above taking advantage of what we learn as a group. Alas, while I would like to take the final jump with everyone, I'm afraid the saying, "you can't take it all with you," has caught up to me. There might not be a Stroud Eklund in the next universe, and certainly not mine. And I would be a poor choice of company if I was, well, poor. Thank you for that. But I'd be lying to myself if I didn't admit it was a part of me. And I have no desire to find out who I am without it. Goodbye, my friend. If I could borrow a bit from Sebastian Banks, bring light into the darkness of the unknown.
Make yourself at home. I think you already know where everything is.
Everything seems to be where we left it.
Landing now.
not spend as much time here as some of the others, but I appreciate that I was still given my own room.
Lucky I noticed a pattern in one of those artifacts you pulled out. Here.
Like touching down on a cloud. Your landing skills never cease to amaze. Captain Dan, greetings.
wait to kill you.
Fortunate that Walter has used his considerable funds to maintain the lodge, are we not?
What you said about the Unity. Keeper Aquilus knew so much, but kept it from us. I wonder why.
The eye's showing signs over another one of those big anomalies. Here, catch a smile.
Setting down, everything in the green.
Good day, Captain.
Glad to be back. It will be good to have a moment to relax.
Found one. Easy as a needle in the stack. Hope those powers you're getting to overinflate you. Got enough egos in Constellation.
We're all here because we're committed to the biggest question of all. What's out there? You're part of Constellation now. Part of our family.
We do not fully understand all that is at work here.
No finer group in the stars to be unraveling this mystery.
I'll follow you from here on out, Captain.
Grab jump is ready. I love this part.
These artifacts could be everything we've been looking for. Another great secret the universe is asking us to unravel.
Human settlements throughout the galaxy could be at risk.
We are not stopping. Whatever lies at the end of this road will change humanity forever. This is where we belong.